Hi everyone, it's Ariana with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and this evening we are talking a little business, as well as going to show you a couple of technique-y kind of things, and that out of our project and our catalog and stuff. As we're gearing up for the new catalog, I want to make my catalog update. So those of you who are customers who are so excited about the new catalog, for those customers who had placed an order with me since January of 2014 of $100 or more total orders, so like if you placed a $15 order 1 month and a $15 order and a $15 order, you have come up to $100 and therefore are getting a free catalog. You'll receive a free catalog, the free paper sampler, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like. However, this is not the one that you will get. This is an old one. So what you get, and you'll get a 3x3, so this is like 4 of them. You're going to get a 3x3 basic swatch book of all of the brand new papers that are coming out in the catalog. So this is going to give you an opportunity to see what you love, actually feel and touch the paper and that. And I'm covering for those who have placed an order on my website since January, so you have until the end of June to do that, or July. You'll receive a free catalog and the free swatch paper sampler and free shipping and a free tiny stamp set. That is an exclusive. For customers who placed an order of any amount since January, you'll have the opportunity to purchase the catalog for $7. That'll include shipping and the paper sampler, the swatch book. That's for $7 for anyone who has placed an order with me since January. For customers who would like to purchase the catalog and the paper sampler, it is a total of $15, including shipping. That includes your shipping, your catalog, and your paper sampler. So for anybody who placed an order, you're getting a deal. For customers who only want to purchase the catalog is $10, and that does include shipping as well. I'm taking pre-orders for those at this point in time. So that is kind of my biggest thing at this point. All right. So if you are a Big Brother fan and do not want any spoilers, can you please type in that you do not want to see any spoilers, because if not, we're going to start talking about Big Brother because it's coming on as well. All right, so, and that's happening in the chat. So what we are doing this evening is we are finishing up the last collection that I'll be doing some projects with, which is Ariana. And that is on the collection is on page 30 of the catalog. Okay? And this is the paper collection that we're going to be using for this month, including the cards and everything. I posted a whole bunch of stuff. It was just crazy because I was like trying to do 6 other things and book a plane ticket to Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., all of that kind of stuff. And I'm home and, just crazy. But this is what we actually will be doing next week with our cards. I'm going to show you some Cuttlebug stuff. All kinds of things. So it's definitely fun. Okay? So the collection is Ariana, and I have the papers here. This collection comes with a variety of papers, which is really, really, really nice. It says, "Laugh until your heart overflows," and it's a real nice, subtle, pretty. Let me see if I can bring you guys in so you can see the pattern on this one. Okay, let's see. You guys are probably hearing the fan in the background. It's kind of hot here today. So here is this pattern. It's kind of got a little fluffy cloud scallopy kind of thing. On the back is this real nice dotted pattern. Then we have the stripes, and at the top we have this nice little edge. On the other side is this beautiful pattern. We're going to use this one today. Then we have this green, which is kind of a cross between olive and pear, like a total down pear. And then here is the focal page for the layout as well. Then we also have the colors, which are, this color here is called Ariana Green. You're not able to get it except for in this collection. Ariana Coral, so it's kind of a peachy color. Ariana Gray, which is this piece here. Other colors include outdoor denim. Let's see, I think outdoor denim and white daisy are the other colors that go with this. So this is outdoor denim, which is good to know because I was hoping I didn't have to like cut up things. Alright, so this is the paper collection that we're using. So I'm going to build my layout actually on the blue out of this collection. I'm going to show you how to save some paper so that everything kind of looks nice and the whole bit. So one of the things that I learned while I was talking with Gail and a couple of other customers this week was that I either forgot to tell you or I forgot to tell you how the Idea Book works, because it is more than just a catalog to go shopping in, which I love to do. I can't wait to get the new one because really, I can't wait to just sit and shop it. But, you know, oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Nope, 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 nope. Here we go. All right. Oh, you guys are so funny. Alright, so that's why we're doing this layout tonight, is I really wanted to share with you some of the details. So I had everybody grab your catalog and go to page 95. There is a layout here at the top. There are little words right underneath this layout. Let's see if I can zoom you guys in. Okay? There are words. It says, Make It From Your Heart, Volume 2, Pattern 2. Okay? So this layout that is in the catalog, this one right here, is actually a layout out of the Make It From Your Heart, Volume 2 how-to book that we've been using since January, with our layouts and all of that kind of stuff. Okay? So if you flip it open to pattern page number 2, these are the layouts that are being shown in this book, and you might look at them and say, yeah, they're nice, but really they're not my cup of tea, or there's not enough photos on them, or, you know, something along that line, or maybe you just don't like it. You know, I looked at this one and was like, yeah, no. But then we did it in a class, so we've done this one, let's see, number 2 we did in February. Can't remember what kit we used in February, but we used it in February. And ours didn't look like this. Ours had the nice big squares and stuff. So I thought I would show you guys how. I'd show you guys how they took this pattern with these pieces to create this layout, which is very awesome. All right. So the very first thing that I did is I took my Cricut art booking cartridge and went to page number 67 and cut out with my Cricut at 11 inches this overlay. And as you can see, the art booking cartridge is more geared towards scrapbooking and things like that. There are lots of little icons and things that you can add, lots and lots and lots of really good things. The new Cricut cartridge is really geared towards the card maker, the new one that's coming out. Not that there won't be stuff for scrapbookers and all kinds of other things, but basically it really is geared towards the card maker. So what we did is we took our piece of paper and we ran it through our Cricut, and it cut out all these wonderful little hexagons. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pull our piece out. Now we are going to use this piece. Hold on, because I want to show you. This little piece that goes all the way around, we're going to use this, so don't do that. You know, the books are available, and they are available in the next collection. Yep. They are available in the next catalog. I don't know what the price is going to be. I thought there was a price difference. We did learn a few things about the pricing and publishing and things like that this time around, and which is why there's not a new book at that point. But, you know, if you don't have this cartridge and you want it, you can order it. It will be available. It comes with stamp sets and all kinds of stuff. But the other thing that you can do, and I'm just kind of pulling this out, if you don't have this cartridge, you're missing out. However, there is other things that you can do. I've got to figure out why my Cricut is cutting when it moves, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right. So I'm just taking and pulling all my little hexagons off, out, all of that kind of stuff. Well, while Linda has a commercial, I'm going to pull the stamp set out. So we've got these pieces here. I'm going to grab the honeycomb stamp set, which is C1537, which is the stamp set that is on page 95. Buddy, move. Go. Oh, you smell like a dog. You could send me a few of those. A few of what? The hexagons? Well, I want to tell you another thing, because I know that a lot of you kind of are like, okay, you know, or I have a few other things. The other thing that I do have that some people might have is, look at this. I have a stencil by Heidi Swap. That is hexagons. It's a little different and that, but it definitely was something that I purchased before I got the Cricut cartridge. It also is a true 12 by 12 compared to this one, which is 11 by 11. Because that's about as big as you can actually cut this piece out at. Okay, but you can definitely use this one. You can make a grid, masking off your page and just stamp because you have honeycomb stamps. You can use the Artiste collection. Is this one? I think this is one that allows you, the art booking cartridge lets you just cut the hexagons if that's all you want to do, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to use the stamp set. Alright, make sure you save this little itty bitty flimsy piece. Okay, We're going to use some of these guys too. Don't know how many. Don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to move them over there. So, we are going to take our, we're going to build our base pages right at the moment. Okay? Alright, so what we're going to do is build our base pages. Do you have a hexagon punch, Miss Priss? There's those too. Apparently I'm hugely into hexagons because I have 2 sizes of punches too. The cartridge is great because you're not stuck with whatever size. You can make tiny itty bitty honeycombs, or yeah, it's just really great. Alright, so what we are going to do is we're going to cut the center out of this piece of paper. And the reason we're going to do that is because if you look at page 95, there's this little itty bitty tiny green border all the way around, and their page is just a little smaller. So what we're going to do is we are going to leave a 3/4 of an inch border around each and every side. So 3/4, we're going to start with our, we're going to line our paper up on the side at 3/4 of our trimmer. We're going to come up here to 11 1/4, and we're going to come down to 3/4, or about eyeball where 3/4 would be, if you could see it on your non-rubbed off ruler. Yay! We are going to rotate and do exactly the same thing. You're going to start at where 3/4 would kind of be on your rubbed off paper trimmer, and you're going to come up to that cut line. And we're just cutting the center out of this. This is how we're saving some paper here so that we can add this color in. And again, we're doing exactly the same thing. We're starting at 11 1/4 and coming down to 3/4, or where that should kind of be. And finally, okay? And that's going to allow us to take the inside of this out. Now, I have a rubbed off ruler. Fiskars has replaced more than one of mine because I've rubbed off stuff. But you know what? I like this ruler. I like this cutter. And that, so, you know, that's just my problem, issue, fun thing. So. Alright, everybody got that part? So now we have 2 pieces with big holes in them. And these are the bases, these are the base pages for our layout. These big, huge holes. Now we're going to take our white daisy cardstock that comes in the collection, comes in the Workshop on the Go collection, and we are going to cut off a 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch on 2 sides. Okay, so I cut off, and this now will fit perfectly right in the center. We have our outline of our pages, and that'll work really well. So can you guys see? Okay, so again, we're going to take our white daisy cardstock, and we're going to cut off a 1/2 inch on each side. Okay. So we have these 4 white pieces that we can stamp on or do whatever. And again, we're going to go ahead and line this up, and this one's going to get a little tricky because of the way that it was cut. I'm just going to flip it over and put it in the corner. I've got a little opening here, so when you go to cut this out of the blue paper, make sure that you either go ahead and cut your square out first, or make sure that your image is centered, because I didn't do that on this piece, so I have a little bit of a lip. But you can definitely do it. It's easy to do. If you have to have it perfect, I totally understand. I don't have to have it perfect. I don't have to have it perfect. So, alright, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my score tape, and I'm going to run it along the back side. Buddy, stop. Of my cardstock. Some nice gooey scissors. I could. You could also just, you know, kind of make a cute little all the way around. It doesn't matter. Alright. You can adhere it to sticky whatever. I think I might pull out another piece of blue just because I have it. It's one of those colors I know I have because I like it. Buddy, you're killing me. Do you want outside? Give it back. Give it back. You little stinker. Give it back. Give it back. Don't even. Alright. Little tricky thing. It wanted to be sneaky. Now I have a bent up frame. This is why you don't take all your sticky strip off at the same time. Okay? Alright. And my stickering is a little off, so it's going to be a sticky kind of piece. Make sure your fingers are clean for this, because really, this white daisy will take whatever you put on it. So let's do with the next one. And this one, I think I'm going to make it look like it's supposed to fit in here and deal with the edges as we go. So I'm looking at my thing, and our pieces are going to come right over the edge of that, so it's not going to matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one and the top. I'm going to do the top. And this side. Okay. I'm only going to take one off. Alright, so that's going to go across the top there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this piece of sticky strip off there. Now we're flying in the wind for this extra piece, as you guys can see. We're just going to leave that alone for a little while. We'll come back to it because we're not going to see it. Now, the trick to this layout is if you look on the page, you see two pieces together. Let's pull you guys out a little further. Oh, that's way too far. All right. Okay. I'm working in a space that's crammed in here because really, I only like working in a space that's less than 24 inches wide. I know all of you do too. All right. Now, what we have is our hexagons. This is 11 inches wide. So half of 11 is 5.5. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our trimmer, wherever I put it, and we're going to cut this puppy in half at 5.5 inches. Okay? Which will be in the middle of the set of so we have one for one side, one for the other side. Okay? So now what we're going to do to build this background piece is we're going to come a 1/2 inch up from the bottom. I'm going to work one on top of the other just because it'll be easier. So we're going to come up a 1/2 inch from the bottom and we're going to go ahead and glue this down. But before we go there, I'm going to pull another thing out that I found while I was cleaning. And everybody will be like, I have one of those. And it's still in the box way underneath something else. I'm just hoping there's tape in it. Ugh. Because I didn't think to look to see if there was tape in it before I actually came home from the store today. Now this white picks up everything, so make sure you keep it up. But I have a Xyron, a 9-inch Create station. So what we are going to do is we're going to take our piece, stick it in the middle, and run it through our sticker maker. And we're going to do that for the second side as well. Because we're awesome. Now, I've used multiple tools today. I'm so proud of myself. now that I've used it, I get to keep it. I don't have to sell it. I bought that one with a coupon a while ago. And I honestly, it's sad how little use it gets. Ugh. Right now I'm looking for my little tool. I have way too much stuff out here, guys. I really need somebody to help come clean it out. I do. There it is. So, I am just really mushing it. See, I'm justifying its use. Gonna flip it around here and smush this side really well. Alright, so now we have made giant stickers, which I'm very proud of. Voila! Humongo stickers. So now we're taking this piece that we still have kind of flippy floppy and everything. We're going to come 1/2 inch up from the bottom. Buddy, would you please stop, dog? I know it's hot, but still. Maybe I'll go get you a kiddie pool tomorrow. I don't know. It was in my stash. Been there for a while. It could be a pizza roller. Who knows? Actually, I have a friend who gave it to me at a crop when I saw her using all kinds of stuff for adhering adhesive to things. And she's like, oh, well, I have this one. I bought the second one, but I don't use it. And she's like, if you'll use it, then you hang on to it. And it's been a great tool. So go to the thrift store and see what you can find. Because, you know, I'm sure you can find something there. Alright. So with my elbow, I'm holding my ruler. Because I'm sure nobody else does that either. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my piece down as straight as I can. Grabbing the edge of the outdoor denim cardstock as we lay things down. And it should be semi-straight. Okay? Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to have to, like, find a different piece of blue. Alright, make sure that when you cut this out, you definitely put it on the right way, because really this is annoying. have a whole paper pack about blue denim, I'm sure. Somewhere. Another huge project. What needs to be done is somebody to come organize all this paper. I want a label, which I'm going to work on next. Doing some labeling of the paper. Get it all in some kind of order. See? We're good. Buddy, go! Oh my gosh. Outside? Hold on, guys. I gotta let the dog out. Outside? Alright, I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Voila. All gone. Alright. Kind of. I'm not even going to cut the middle out of that now, knowing that it's like outdoor denim and not some specialty color. Ugh. Alright. Much, much better. There we go. Yay! Okay. Real nice. All together. Best part is that our stamps fit really nicely in each of the hexagons. Alright. So let's go ahead and put our next piece on so it matches up. Nope. Well, Voila! It's a little off. It's uniquely handcrafted. Okay? So now we have our hexagons. We have our pieces with our hexagons. Now looking at our paper next, the next piece we probably want to do is the brown that's here, which is going to be piece number D and M. D and M. And I thought I would use, for D and M, since it's supposed to be a solid, I thought I would use a piece out of the Essentials Paper Fundamentals Basic Assortment. This packet is that one that I bought that's got all these crazy different things. And that it's on one side, it's got all this embossing and everything, shiny piece. But then when you flip it over, it's got all this kind of really cool stuff as well. And it's blacks and browns and shades of brown that match all of our ink colors. I can tell you that this will be available in every collection, every color. So for, there's 4 different sets. But we're going to use this black that's got a chevron to it, so you can see it there in the light. So it's got a little bit of a pattern. So we're going to use that. This collection is Z1939. 1939. And we're going to cut it according to piece number D and M in the how-to book. D and M. And I'm cutting with my chevrons going this, they're going across. They're not like this. They're not going to go. The chevrons itself, I'm cutting so that they will go this way. So as they're going across the page, they're going to go this way. Okay? Oh, I guess I could turn it over and you guys could see. It's going this way. But we're going to use the black side with the shiny. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces. Okay, and those are going to go across the section here. But first we need to, as the picture shows in our book, there are lots of different colored things all in here, either cutouts or stamping or any of that kind of stuff. So I want to do some of that first using the stamp set. So we're going to pull out the colors that go with this collection, and we're going to stamp those in. Okay? And let's grab our colors for Ariana of our ink, and we'll see what we can come up with that's close to things. So, we're going to grab our big old piece of paper. So crystal blue, which is Z2117, outdoor denim, which is Z2140, and then we have the coral color, which I think is going to be a stamp off of the sorbet, which is Z2164. And then we have the green, which I'm going to say is a stamp off of Sweet Leaf, which is Z2153. And then the gray, I'm going to go ahead and use I'm going to use, I'm not sure if it's going to be if it's going to be Whisper, which is Z2172, or a stamp off of Slate, which is Z2173, or I might just use both of them. All right? Are you guys doing okay? I feel so unprepared today, and that's not at all what I'm ever feeling. Okay? So we're going to start with our lightest to our darkest ink. Alright, so I went and put lightest to darkest because I don't want to clean my stamp all the time. So I've got Whisper, Crystal Blue, Sorbet, Sweet Leaf, Outdoor Denim, and then Slate. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one stamp and we're going to stamp it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in different colors throughout the entire thing until we have filled up our little grid here. Okay? I know, all the fun is happening on Big Brother. And I have, let's see. I keep pulling my blocks out and not putting them back, and then I can't find them, and then I end up using my blocks that are not all that pretty. There's one. That'll be a better one. Alright. Just like, really, this stuff needs to, like, somebody needs to come help me purge this stuff away. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Oh, good. Okay. I just want people, you know, I want them to see how it kind of works. I want them to see that it doesn't always just pop out, you know, that you can recreate some of the things that you see and you love. All right. So we've got the honeycomb set C1573 or 1537, and I think the first stamp we're going to use is we'll use the honeycomb stamp first. Okay, and this stamp has already been used repeatedly, so it doesn't need to be primed. We're going to go ahead and open each and every one of our inks. Okay, saw this on the bulletin board about this being a button. It's not a button. When you get your Close to My Heart inks, they're going to be tough to open because they seal really nice. Okay, so it is not a button. You don't push on the button and it's supposed to pop up. It is not a pop-up anything. What you're going to do is take these 2 fingers and these 2 fingers. You're going to put 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, pop, and twist. And it's tight. It's not easy to do. So again, this finger, pop and twist. I'm thinking Sweet Leaf is actually before that sorbet. Pop and twist. Make sure you keep the white will collect every little everything. Pop. See, this one is like so old that it now likes to be open. Okay. Open and twist. Okay. I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper here. Just want to see kind of what we're looking at color-wise. There's one. There's two. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, yep, I got them in the right order. Nah, I think it would be fun. I can't wait to get to Pennsylvania and actually get to like a scrapbook store. Part of me is like, okay, if we go to Pennsylvania, if I get to the East Coast, I'd really love to get to Manhattan, which is not a very far train ride. It's not really expensive. It looks like we're going to have 5 or 6 days. I'm going to be on the East Coast, which I'm really super excited about. And, you know, I'm going to move the crystal blue and the whisper around. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to seeing some people, meeting up with some people. So now all I'm doing is just lining up and stamping. Just randomly stamping. And because we're going from lightest, you can go lightest to darkest. You don't have to clean in between. Okay, so we now have the honeycomb one. I'm just going to clean that off, put that back, and I think we'll grab the word honeycomb next. My girl has never been outside of Washington. She's been to Portland, but she's never been anywhere else. And so I think it's going to be a huge shock for her when she, when we get there. And so part of me is a little nervous about taking her just because I can see her, you know, she's going to love it, but I also think it's going to be just amazing for her. Oh, watch where your colors go so you don't end up lining them up together. I used my Cricut cartridge. It's on the Art Booking Cricut cartridge. Set at 11 inches. It's on page 95 of the catalog. And then if you read underneath the picture on page 95, it tells you that it is pattern number 2 out of the Make It From Your Heart Volume 2 collection. So all we're doing right now is creating a layout. Yep. Art booking. All right. So now I have the polka dot set. All right. Well, good. It's kind of a fun little technique. It's definitely one that you kind of see. You can see I missed a middle out of that one. But we're going to end up covering up a bunch of it, so it's not a big deal. All right, I'm going to grab, this is another one of the patterns, more of the diamond pattern. Alright. This is one way that you get to use all the stamps on the stamp set too, because it's like, oh, well, I like this one, and I like this one, and I like this one. So this is the damask. Maybe if I bring it in a little bit, you guys can see like some of the real details. Okay, so I did the blue. Now we're at the gray. And then the green. And then the sorbet. Then the outdoor denim. And the slate. All right. It's a really cool technique. All right. I mailed out a bunch of prizes last week. They were supposed to be delivered today, so hopefully a lot of people got stuff today for the albums. Whisper. Put it over here. Green down there, some sorbet over here, some outdoor denim, oh, well, it had a tracking number and said it should have been delivered today, so hopefully it was. Alright, so even though those two are close together and similar colors, they look different because of the pattern. Okay? So, this up here needs some blue. All right, prizes. I sent out prizes. There were prizes last week on our show. I I did giveaways last week. 3 of them, actually. All right. And then I have a solid one. Oh, good. Oh, that one's just a little more than not okay. Alright, so now we have these half pieces and little corner pieces and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull some Post-it notes. Yay! I'm glad. Did you win recently? Goodness, how did I miss that? Was it recently? Because I'm thinking you might have won the paper that we're using tonight. Oh, yay! See, you guys? That's always the fun part. Yay! I'm so glad. Which workshop on the go? Hopefully it wasn't one you already had. But if it was, just be creative with it. Awesome. That is so cool. I'm glad. The company does a lot for people, so I really am happy when my customers win stuff. And they make it easy for me to be able to give stuff away. Which is why I'm really excited about the catalogs and stuff, and being able to get those out to those people who get them for free, and then offering them at a pretty inexpensive price. I should have them for next week's class. We'll be able to flip through a little bit next week and kind of look at some of the newbie things. Maybe take a vote on some of the once everybody gets their papers and stuff, take a vote on which papers you guys would like to use when, and things like that. I think that'll be fun. All right. So now what I've done is I've used sticky notes to mask off things. So now we're just going to go in and do these little corners in that. So, no prize yet. Well, it's coming. All right, so let's pick a style we really like. I like this one. We're going to do exactly what we did before, which is we're just going to walk it around with different, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I didn't do this edge. What is your question? Let's see. Oh, I did. I gave that all out earlier. For those of you who purchased a minimum of $100 on my website since January, you are getting the stamp set, or you are getting the catalog for free. You're going to get the paper sampler, which is kind of like a swatch book kind of thing. And you're going to get the a mini stamp set for free. And that's my thank you for being a customer. And then for those who placed any order whatsoever, you, for $7, would get a catalog and the paper sampler. And for those of you who have never placed an order, you are eligible as well to get the paper sampler, the catalog, including shipping, for $15. If you do not want the paper sampler, it's $10, and that includes shipping. Okay, this is the honeycomb stamp set, and it is C1537. It's nice. It's got a lot of little patterns and stuff in it. All right. So let's do our next little roundabout. And it's all in how you rotate the stamp as to what looks you get for different pieces. Okay. Okay. It is turning out really, really cute. I'm really happy with it. I must say. Okay. All right. And then we're going to pull this one again. Just making sure that the print is all going in the right direction. Okay. Oh, that one's upside down. It's not good. I'm working out of frame. Yeah, I'm just trying really hard to get those last little pieces in there. And with the Post-it notes and the white cardstock, I'm really a little leery because I don't want it to get all over my white. Alright, I think we're going to finish up with the honeycomb. And whatever is left is getting a honeycomb color. Okay? Awesome. Benefit of clear stamp. Well, sorbet is not going on that one. Too close together. See? I'm dumping paper in my ink. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put a really dark one right here. I'm going to put a green one right there. I'm going to put a green one right here, a sorbet one right here, and I think that filled all of those up because I think, however, just in case. Alright, so this one is all filled in. Half of it we're going to cover up. There we go. I'm glad. Ah. Sometimes you really need a squishy. Alright. So let me put the lids back on all the ink. My hands are all gross. This is a very difficult one to pop back out. Gosh. Because it's new. Alright, so we're going to leave these over on the side so we know we used these colors. And what I really need to do is get this ink off my fingers before I touch any of the white stuff. So I need to run upstairs and wash my hands, or we are going to have fingerprints all over this white cardstock. Because White Daisy loves that ink. Close to my heart, White Daisy loves ink. Okay? I will be right back. I need to get soap on my hands. Or at least clean our fingers. Hopefully it won't stain too much. Nothing worse than having a white background. Alright. Alright, better fingers. I'm gonna pop you guys out a little bit. So you can see what we did. I should have probably thought a little more about those matching. Not going to really worry about it too much. Only picky people would tell you that you missed. So. And anyway, this is a completely upside down thing. Voila! And it goes this way. So there is our color. Alright. And we have our 2 pieces of black from the Essentials pack. Those are going to go across the way here. Okay. The next pieces that we're going to want to do. That's a little dark. Let's see. We're going to grab our... Those pieces might be a little big. I might want a little more of my thing showing. I'm going to look on my book. I'm going to go ahead and use this scallop pattern. It's got the stripes on the back. I know. I was just showing you the technique-y kind of stuff. So we need piece number E and piece number C, piece number L and N. C, E, L, and N. We can always cut down those pieces. All right. And then we need pieces B, F, K, and O. And I'm going to use the green side opposed to this pattern side because I think it would compete. It is the Essentials piece from Close to My Heart, the Essentials pack. And so it's got embossing on it, shiny embossing on one side, and it's just plain black and white on the other. All right. So, it's too busy. What are you doing over there, cat? Martha, stop calling them. Okay. The new catalogs, the new catalog comes out on August 1st. I should have the ones for my free people, and I'm taking orders till the 20th for the catalog. Okay. So our page here, page 95, so we've got kind of something very similar. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 4, 5 photos. So let's go ahead and put the photo mats in. And we'll use maybe the crystal blue, if there's any in our package. And this goes to my Cricut. Don't want to lose that. Oh no, there's this corally color. Let's use the coral. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut those photo mats. So we're going to cut piece I, H, Q, R, and S. I, H, Q, R, and S. Yep. Yes and no. It's only been today. All the animals want my attention. Plus we found out today what my niece was having. She's having a boy. And so, you know, when you're home alone, everybody you want to tell is somewhere else. You know, you're kind of like, where are they all? So, yeah. All right. Yeah, well, there's just really good news to share and stuff, so that's kind of where I'm at there. But you never know. I think I'm going to trade these two. I think I'm going to put this guy here, and I'm going to put these two kind of here. So, yeah, even though we did all that stamping, and you definitely... It gives an accent to the pieces. It really is a nice little thing. Thanks, Sophie. Alright, so let's go ahead and I want to ink the edges of these. And I think I'm going to use the Whisper because I'm just going to do little brushes just to kind of distinguish the photo mats. And then make them look a little more finished. Be careful with the ink and your white though, because when the ink is not dry, because it takes a few minutes to dry, it dries fast but it takes a minute or two, and you don't want to lay it on your white because you will see a line. Promise. Done it. Yeah, you could actually, the second layout of this piece is, you could do an 11 by, this piece is actually supposed to be 4 inches, 4 or whatever. So you could do just one across the top and one across the bottom. But I know that this was made this way, so that's why I made it. Yeah, you could have saved it. You could have had a whole second one to do. I haven't glued anything down yet, so you might see some changes. Just never know. All right. The other thing that we have here on this piece is we have our title, which says, "It's sweet as honey to be family." This family I haven't cut out of my Cricut yet, but I should. And that. And I'll probably do that out of the sorbet, or whatever this corally color is. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the little piece here, our title piece. And it looks probably let's go ahead and tack a few things down so that we have some perspective here. Okay, so what I've done is I'm just working on this little piece right here, which is this piece right through here. Okay, so now I'm going to look at our paper, and I think I'm going to use this green, the back side of this, and it looks to be about about 2.5 inches wide. Okay. And then we're going to want it to be about 4.25 long. Okay. All right. So this has a pretty shallow little piece in it, so we're just going to go ahead and cut in about 1/2 inch. On our tail piece. Really? Why are you hiding in that space? And then we have another little banner that Sweet as Honey is stamped in. So why don't we go ahead and do that? And I'm going to grab our white. I'm going to grab some white daisy to do that with. Let's look at our stamp here. And our stamp is about 3/4, so we're going to do an inch. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut an inch off of this. We're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and fishtail that. Okay, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use the sorbet ink. Now, I'm going to use the slate ink, the dark gray that we used. We're going to go ahead and center that. So here we've got this piece. I'm glad that you are getting, hopefully they're all in English. There are those days that everybody was getting non-English ones. Alright, the next thing I want to do is I want to take a little sliver of this paper, about 1/2 inch. And what we're going to do is it's going to come in just underneath. What I need to do is I need to pull this back up carefully. Huh. Great. Now nobody's ever going to want to watch Ustream. Now I lost my scissors. There they are. Okay. Okay. So here's our middle piece so far. So it's got the "It's to be," and that's these little letters, which is the Keyboard Craft alphabet, Z1825. So we're going to go ahead and grab an I. And an S. It's sweet as honey. And then we've got 2B. Wow. All right. So we're going to do there is like a ton of letters on this sheet. All right. And then we need to cut out the word family. So let's see where we're supposed to put these little pieces. If I can find my book. Here it is. How many of each one? Let's see. Hi. You know, there's a ton of M's. There's a whole row and a half of I's. There's a whole row of A's. The E's have a row and a half. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17 of each letter, number, all of that. 17. All right, our bottom piece comes up 2.5 inches from the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and line our little mat up here and add some sticky to our pieces. Nope, I think they're all 17. So, all right, 2.5. There's 1, 2.5. And then this little one goes right on top of it. Yeah. And they're not expensive at all. That's the other cool part. Ah. Well, I think 17 is pretty good. We'll definitely know to send all of those cues to you so you can pass them along to your friend, because I'm sure we don't use all the cues. Wouldn't that be fun? She'd just get a big old bag full of cues. That'd be a nice gift if that was all she was ever looking for. Some chipboard and some stickers and everything. I bet you she'd make a cute layout. All right. So we initially have this page pretty well settled. There's just some embellishments that we'll come back to. So let's go ahead and get this one kind of glued down. Matching up and all of that so it looks nice. Oh. Well, that would be an ideal alphabet. Ugh. Yeah. I haven't, because I have one of the other ones. I have a Timmy ruler and stuff. Now, I have a friend who has it, and she, oh my gosh, I put that on backwards. And she loves it. And I already have something in my stash that works. Thanks, Sophie. Appreciate. No, I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it again. Although it's actually supposed to be the other way around, but you know, who cares at this point? Because I did this one backwards. It's supposed to be mirror images. It's okay. They match these, so that's all that matters. So as long as there's a continuous match. Yeah, Close to My Heart has a ruler. We've got little holes for stitching and everything. All right. So we've got the second piece in. Okay. I'm going to go grab my tags stamp set because I have those tags. Yeah, you know, you just kind of use what you use. All right, so I need some bugs, and I need the So we're going to use True to Life C1575. And the Skylark stamp, Workshop on the Go stamp that you guys should have. All right. So we have this little dragonfly to stamp out. I have these cute little things. And then we have our, nope, that's not the right one, is it? Which stamp was that? Because I probably own it. Let's see. It's a little taggy kind of thing. Okay, I'm thinking that one might be an old stamp set. And I might have to, like, go dig out. Well, maybe it is that one. Just looks different, I guess. Although that's a little tag. Let me go look, because I'm pretty sure I have another set that looks very similar to that. Hold on, let me grab my box, because I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Ugh. you know what? It might be this one. I don't know. We'll make our own. I want to pop in and look. Let's see. Yeah. The Timmy ruler, yeah, the little metal piece does come off. Kind of like the whole Fiskars thing where you rub off all the numbers. Alright, I just want to check to see if this stamp set is available before I go using it. Because you guys will, like, want it, I'm sure. But it's perfect. Now I'm like, oh, do I use it? Do I not? I love this set. It's got this really cool butterfly and all of that. And those ends, I'm pretty sure, are out of this set. Yep, I did use my glossy accents. My liquid glass, whatever you want to call it. But it's really, really cool. A friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and sing it back to you when you forget the words. It's retired, you guys. Maybe they'll bring it back. Alright. So what we need is, I'm going to move these out of the way so we don't get our stuff all over them. Our ink stuff. We have Frame It Up Flare D1524, which we're going to use to make the little tags out of the side. And I think we're going to go ahead and use this one as well, which is True to Life C1575. So it looks like we need 3 little tags, so we'll decide which ones we want to use. And it looks like they're stamped on pattern paper, so let's look and see what we've got. And I have a third sheet. Let's see what's on that other sheet. Oh, it's this one. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Nah, I think they're just a consumable product. I think we're going to go ahead and do this First Class Fun. Unless it's way too big. Didn't even look to see about that. It's just proportionately not okay. Oh, it's going to be fine. Alright. You know, I'm sure mine's been dropped multiple times. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the slate again, since these are outline stamps. And I only need to get it to the first class, so I'm just going to stamp part of this so I don't have to give up this whole piece of paper. So now I'm just going to fussy cut around this. So it's just going to get tucked in. We'll add some baker's twine to it. I think I'm going to cut right above the line, right on the line. Now, there is a recipe guide, so like when you guys are thinking you want to see something in the book, usually you can go to the website and it will allow you to see kind of a recipe book for the layouts and stuff. Like it should tell you. And I'm not sure if that's just available to me to be able to share that with you, or if it is something that's just available out there. I'm going to move this little puppy down just a little. So I want this to kind of, there. I like that a lot. Alright. So now we need 2 more. Really like this. I think I'm going to stamp this one too. No, because it doesn't work. Alright, nope, we're going to go with what I originally thought. We're going to use this one. This has pieces from the Art Philosophy cartridge on it. So these can cut using the Art Philosophy. You can cut a little thing right out for it. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do this in the same. And then I think we'll do another one in the pink. The coral color, whatever that's supposed to be. Now, if you didn't want to fussy cut this stuff, you could just run it on your Cricut cartridge, because there's a outline of this one that just tells you to go ahead and cut this image at 1 1/4 on your Art Philosophy cartridge, and it'll just automatically cut it out. This side's getting tucked in, so I'm not really going to worry about that side. Alright. Now I need, let's do this one. I always, you always cut first and then stamp. Always cut first. Especially on a die cut machine, like an electric one. It's really difficult to line up unless you are really savvy with your machine. It can be done, but it takes a little bit, and you have to know what you're doing. We're going to use our Cuttlebug or Big Shot next week. We're going to use a couple of Embossing folders. There are some brand new ones that are coming from Close to My Heart. We've got quite a few of different things. I should be able to show you the brand new inks next week as well, because there are 5 new colors. They're retiring 5 colors, and we are having 5 new ones. All right, let's... Just embossing folders. We have a brand new Cricut cartridge coming out though. Yep, there's a trick to it. Like this circle is a 2-inch circle. So you can use that in a 2-inch circle punch. Alright. We're doing pretty good keeping our white. Oh, and it's like 8:20. We're like over by half an hour. 20 minutes. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some grommet thingies in there because I can. So eyelets would work for your forever stash of eyelets. And that works really well with these. I'm going to go ahead and use the black here, if I can find an end, because you know, there we go. You get it, Martha. You tell it. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to go ahead and leave that. I don't know, I just really think that needs to be broken up. But I like this one in the middle. So maybe I need to just stamp this out of another one. So we've got these blue stripes. How about all right. Aww. Yeah, our lines are all underground too. So we don't lose a lot usually. Alright, so we have our little 3 pieces here on the side. That little piece. So if we look at our picture, there's a little tail there. You know what I do have is I have the chipboard stickers for these. Oh, I do, and look at that. So these are the Ariana compliments. No, I don't want that color though. Don't eat this. Here's a little piece right here. Although the one that shows in there is so much longer. Let's go ahead and do this one. Add this little stripey piece here. Alright, and then it shows a bird and some sparkles. So let's look and see what we've got. I have a really pretty flower. But I think we're going to use the stamp set that you guys said it was okay to use. Even though, like, we're going to stamp the dragonfly too. Alright, so the bird, I'm going to grab my white cardstock again. That attracts every piece of dirt you can find. Actually, I'm not going to do the bird. I'm going to do the butterfly. And I'm going to do the butterfly. And I think what we'll do is the rock and roll technique. to get a couple of colors in this guy. So that one is not available at all. It's really old. It was very popular and it's not available. And everybody said use it anyway. The name of it is Find Your Style D1452. It's rock and roll technique. This is my brand new crystal blue. Fingers, fingers. Grit your teeth and pop hard. And I've got my outdoor denim. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up our butterfly in the crystal blue. I'm going to ink it up really well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go around the edges and add in the color. So we're going to get a two-tone butterfly. See that? I know, it's not a button. Some consultant was having an issue getting things open. I was like, it's not a button. Alright. Blackberry mojito, lemonade, whatever it is from Starbucks is really gross, you guys. I've tried to drink this thing, and it's yucky. Really, really yucky. Thank goodness it wasn't a free one. Alright, shall we do that again in a different color? We might want... No, I think the blues will work good. No, I think we'll just do the blues. Ugh. And now we have the dragonfly from our Skylark Workshop on the Go stamp set D1591. Pretty sure Linda's got this one because she won it. Okay, I'm going to stamp a couple of these. One in Whisper. Although, yeah, one in Whisper. One in Slate. Oh, and I just popped that off. It's because this stamp set or ink pad is persnickety. And then I think I'm going to do the sorbet and the slate, just because I've seen some really nice pretty blue oh, I like that. All right. I know. How cool is that? All right. All right. So now I'm just fussy cutting out the butterfly. How'd I do what? It's the rock and roll technique. I'll do it again. Apparently you were busy. I'll do it again. We'll do it with a different color. But right now, let me just finish kind of fussy cutting my butterfly here. I know, huh? Alright, so there's the butterfly. Let me cut out the dragonfly. I'm going to cut a couple of them out. I'm not going to cut all three of them out. We might put them a variety of places. I like insects. On stamps. That's about it. I've been known to do that too. Poor guys have no antennas. I just felt like fussy cutting tonight. See, what I really want is a brother scan and cut. Because then you just scan the image and it takes care of it itself. So there's one. It helps to have a really good pair of scissors too. I think I'm ready for a new pair of pointy ones. These are only like 10 years old. Alright. We'll make a couple more butterflies. Not that we're putting them on the layout, just because I'll show you again how to do that. Ready? Then we'll get the rest of this put together. Alright, so let's use crystal blue and outdoor denim. Cut out in one piece of scrap wet. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright, here you go. So, we've got crystal blue, which is light, outdoor denim, which is dark. You ink up the butterfly in the lightest color first, and you ink it up really good. Okay? Lots of ink. Then you take your dark color, and this is where having blocks that have little grooves in them is a really good thing. See, you can kind of see there's an indent. So now what you're going to want to do is then you're going to roll your butterfly into the ink, but not getting it all the way in. And then what you do is you just stamp, and then when you lift, you've got, and you can do it with 3 colors. Let's see if I can get a third color in here. So like, let's do the blue and the orange and the and then the dark blue. So you can do it with 3 colors as well. So let's do the light blue, the sorbet, or the crystal blue, sorbet, and then outdoor denim. Okay, so you always have to go lightest to darkest with this. It won't work the other way around. So you have to ink it all up in your darkest color. Or your lightest color, sorry, your lightest color. Okay, then you're going to take it to your next color, and you're going to come in really far on this one, because you're going to take and add to the outside kind of a little less. Let's see if we can get 3 colors in there. 3 colors. You guys will get a chance to see it a little better, I think. Oh, there you go. When I take a photo. I'll take a photo. So you can do it with a lot. You just start with the very lightest first, work to the next one, work to the next one, work to the next one. Kind of like that one the best. Now that I've fussy cut the other stuff. Any questions about that? I might use this one instead with the 3 colors. Voila. Oh, well, I'm glad that you learned something tonight. Yay! Yeah. I'm a butterfly person. I really like butterflies. Martha likes butterflies. Ooh. Last one, and then we'll get some decorating done. I still have to cut out the word family, but I may do that later. Oh, cool. Yeah, rock and roll technique. That's at least what I learned it as. You just have to start with the lightest and work your way to the darkest. Alright, I'm going to leave that. I'll play with that later. Alright. I think we're ready to, like, so if we look at our book, it tells you kind of where. Ah! So up here in the corner, there's this butterfly, or there's this thing. There's a bird up there. We're going to put a butterfly. Ah. Alright, so let's grab some little itty bitty sparkles and stuff. Got my bling bag here. I got little wooden pieces and stuff too. Oh, and I've got cork arrows. Alright. I got goodies. Let's see. Don't really like those. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have twist ties. This might be fun to use. Alright, well, I got these things, so let's go ahead and... Oh, I do have... Well, those are the wrong color. Maybe the green ones will work. Alright. I think I'm going to use the little baubles. Be careful of that white, because it gets all icky. Alright, pokey tool. And we have okay. I have a leftover bird from, oh, well, here. Oh, well, good. Well, and it's just the same thing, just taking things a little different. And it would look, you know, I could make exactly that same layout and you guys would love it too. All right. And then, let's see. You can stamp little sentiments in these guys too. Alright, so that pretty much puts, other than doing the little stitching, which we'll definitely do as well, we'll do some faux stitching. It's a 3-tone butterfly, yep. Alright, so there's this page, this side, which is all done. And then on this side, we have the word family that needs to go in here. We have, let's see. I think I'm going to stick this butterfly in here because I like it. Let's see, we can do the multi-tone dragonfly up here. Ah, dog. What are you doing, dude? Everybody I know is like, oh, we just sew it. I'm like, really? I just draw it in. Nobody knows the difference. And then we have a couple more. Let's see. Yes, because I'm super glitter girl. Ooh, we might have to do that. All right. This one needs some. All right. There are actually words in the butterfly. This word says fly free. So I'm just going to kind of add those to the white pieces there. It says, live and love. Nice little sparkles there. I'll grab the other side. All right. Let me push this out a little so you guys can see the finished product, minus the word family. So this is what it looks like together. I'm going to bring it up, bring the camera in so you get a real good, nice, tight shot. So we have the title, It's Sweet to Be Family. So the word family will be here, and I'm going to cut it out of the screen. We have the butterfly with the little pieces. This is our stamping that we did all inside. this mat that we created. On this page we have the butterfly up here with the little pieces. We have all the stamping in the mat, and then we have some stamping of the tags here. We've got a little fly or a bird from the Skylark collection that matches the sweet leaf. And I will get a really good picture of these together probably tomorrow and get them up on my blog. So that is one of the things, and that was one that I really wanted to share with you. So when you get the catalog, it's more than just a catalog. It really truly is an idea book. As you go through, we are going to be making the cards actually on page 94. These will be the cards that we'll be making with this collection, as well as the ones from Verve that I sent out the little picture to do some of the embossing and stuff with. So I definitely am wanting to do that, but I want to show you guys these as well. There's embossing. There's just a lot of pretty stuff that can be done with little bits and pieces of things. All right. Any other questions? It was a fun layout. I really enjoyed it. Now I need to go print some pictures. And that because I have some cute girls. Wrong colors. Although I could make them sepia and print them. They would turn out really cute with these little girls on them. So anyway, you guys can get these things over on my website, which is jerryannarmstrong.ctmh.com. You can find out more details over on my blog, which is scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com. Or you can join us over on Facebook at my Scrap and Stamp Facebook page. And that is what I have planned for this evening. I would love to entertain some questions if you guys have anything. I had a great time. The other thing, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. We'll see you guys next week. And then